Rhus is a man that will show up in his pajamas. So pajama skin when? Rhus's Trustmaster reward is Danish? To use it, you equip both water swords in one hand to get some strong attack. Furthermore, it boasts a powerful beast killer buff, lets you hit twice, and when equipped onto Rhus, it gives him 500 extra attack and a powerful machine killer passive. His Super Trustmaster reward is a blue jacket. Oh, nope, I was wrong, might be a suit. This set of heavy armor can only be equipped onto units from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, but in return it has very high attack. It also boosts your unit's limit burst gauge fill rate, and when equipped onto Rhus it gives him another 500 attack. Onto his active abilities. Only those who are strong. Boosts Rhus attack by 300% and his water damage by 40%. Can realize their decisions, it's the second part of the sentence, and boosts Rhus's limit burst damage by 200% and shrink its damage modifier. Blade Blitz can be awakened further. Waterfall Piercer deals water damage that chains a floating strike and lowers water resistance by 120%. Dual Silhouette lets Rhus evade 2 attacks and lets his attack self-chain. Passives. With his Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Rhus gains 500 attack. He has 5 strong killers, but his best against beasts, meets half the captain limit burst damage, and meets the maximum amount for limit burst regen. He prefers to carry 2 weapons in one hand, meeting half the captain chain limit boost. His normal attack has been changed to Power-Seeking Youth, which does more damage against machines. At EX plus 2, he gets Warring Spirit 2. At EX plus 3, he gets 500 attack. Let's look at his limit burst. Inflicts a 25% sword imperil, gives Rhus a powerful machine killer buff, inflicts a 130% water imperil, deals water damage, and strengthens the damage modifier of his limit burst. Time to change forms. Rhus's Brave Shift has a 4-turn duration and a 3-turn cooldown. Onto his active abilities. I don't really know how to say this, gives your team a machine killer buff and grants a 50% physical mitigation buff against machines. Destroy phase can be used once per battle. It fills Rhus's limit burst gauge, boosts his attack by 300%, and boosts his limit burst gauge fill rate by 200%. Waterfall Piercer, Transcend, is Waterfall Piercer, but stronger. Passives. In this form, Rhus loses his limit burst regen but boosts the remainder of his killer buffs to be equal to his hatred for beasts. His normal attack has been changed to deal water damage that chains a floating strike and fills his limit burst gauge by a small amount. He also gets more passive boosts in this form, including a boost to his chaining. Let's look at his limit burst. It deals water damage that is much stronger against machines. Let's rank Brave abilities. There's not much difference here, both just raise the damage modifier. Time to make a damage rotation. Rhus's damage rotation at EX plus 1 is a bit tricky. You want to fill his limit burst gauge up, but you also want to make sure to time his cooldown abilities properly so their buffs align with the peak of his damage when you enter his Brave Shift. This will vary greatly depending on your team, what you've been doing, and how Rhus has been built, but ultimately you want to activate his base form limit burst, then use his Brave Shift, cast only those who are strong, can realize their decision, and destroy phase. Then use his limit burst. Triple cast Waterfall Piercer, Transcend. It'd be great if you can use his limit burst again, but that's 90 limit burst crystals, so if you can't, just shout that one line again and attack. Unfortunately, afterwards it's hard to keep a streamlined rotation due to his heavy limit burst cost. Not to mention his base form limit burst is pretty important due to its debuffs, so ultimately he's tricky after the first rotation. So, EX2. Unfortunately, it really helps. Rhus's limit burst gauge requires a whopping 90 limit burst crystals, and he'll want to fill that fast to maximize his Brave Shift's potential. Fortunately for him, but unfortunately for you, he's got Warring Spirit 2, which will give you an instant limit burst to accomplish that. His Super Trustmaster reward is also pretty strong, especially for Rhus, though it's really just pure attack for most units. At EX plus 3, he gets more attack. Man, robots are expensive. So how good is Rhus? He's a powerful water damage dealer that's ultimately locked to water. Furthermore, though his potential strength is pretty impressive, it's very reliant on timing his abilities. Not only does he want to use his base limit burst for the debuffs and the modifier buffs, but he also wants to chain that with his cooldown abilities for their buffs, and then cap with his Brave Shift's limit burst. This wouldn't be so bad if he weren't so difficult. Not only do you have a small margin in order to activate each effect after the other, but you also have to fill his heavy limit burst somehow. When it comes to his actual damage output, he's very good against machines, able to compete or outright surpass most premium units, but if you're not fighting one, well, he's still pretty strong. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you summon Rhus. You know, I'm still here trying to get enough lapis for the global original units, please help.